What is up, my friends? Liverpool have trounced West Ham by 5-1 to safely book our passage through to the semi-final of the League Cup. The draw will be coming up momentarily. I say momentarily, we're at the behest of Sky, so we will keep you up to date. We've already put the man of the match poll up in the chat for you guys to vote. As always, this is a democratic process. You have your say. And I'm absolutely delighted with that performance, with the scoreline, all of it. Just great. Would it be lovely to keep a clean sheet? But that is me being absolutely hypercritical. I'm over the moon with that. That's the response I wanted after Sunday. Before I get stuck into tonight's show, before we ask you for your thoughts as well, just want to give another shout out to our amazing sponsor, Surfshark. You can get yourself the industry-leading world's best VPN provider for just a little over €2 per month with our offer with Surfshark, and also can get up to 6 months free. Scan the QR code or go over to the Surfshark website via the link in the description and put in Anfield Agenda, all one word, at checkout. That will get you that offer. You can thank us all later. It is the best in the industry. They do protect you while you're online, and I couldn't live without them. So thank you to Surfshark. Look, thank you to the boys, more importantly, for giving us a bit of confidence again before we go into this game of the weekend. There were some things I disagreed with in that game with Jurgen, namely bringing on players who I would have liked rested, but ultimately it was lovely to see the ruthless streak. It was lovely to see the boys just continue to go for the throat and not be happy with 3, 4, 5. It was amazing. It was beautiful. It was a great reaction, and there's nothing to be moany about tonight whatsoever. How could we be? The boys answered. I thought, if I'm being reflective on the game, for me, that game is as close to a assurance that Curtis Jones needs to play against Arsenal as anything. I think he, Szoboszlai, Elliott and Darwin set the press tonight. I thought their energy levels were tremendous. Dominic Szoboszlai, great to see him playing with a smile on his face again. Beautiful goal to open the scoring. And yeah, that was the response we wanted after Sunday. And I hope that lifts everyone's spirits. It certainly has mine ahead of what is a massive game against Arsenal on Saturday. Colin Blackshaw, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC. Do you think Núñez played well? Yes and no. He was unlucky with a shot that hit the post, but I thought his press and his energy, and I thought he looked sharper on the left. I thought he looked more comfortable out on the left. Endo was brilliant, said Edward. Yeah, and my player rating scores are already gone in, and yeah, Endo gets a nice score tonight, and I agree with you. I thought Endo was decent, but for me tonight, if I'm looking at who I think was the best out there, I think it's Curtis Jones, Szoboszlai, Elliott. They're the three for me that really stood out tonight. Is the Jones agenda stopping now? So again, you're obviously not somebody that really watches much of my channel. I was critical of Curtis Jones 2 years ago, but for the last 18 months, I've held my hands up and I have said, this Curtis Jones is a Curtis Jones that deserves to be in the team. So again, I'm all up for anybody criticizing me or coming back at me, but that guy hasn't existed for 2 years, mate. So I don't know what you're on about. You clearly just shown that you don't watch the content there. Núñez was decent, said a couple of people in the chat. Will I be live for the draw? Absolutely, mate. We're 100% keeping you guys up to date with the draw. Again, Liverpool ball number 4 in the League Cup draw. Just take you through the ball numbers just in case you haven't heard them yet. Chelsea number 1, Fulham number 2, Middlesbrough number 3, Liverpool number 4. Shockingly enough, they're in alphabetical order. So the man of the match poll is open. We've already had over 1,600 votes. We've simply asked you for your man of the match. Is it Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Dominic Szoboszlai, or other? And so far, it's a landslide to Mr. Curtis Jones, and I think deservedly so. But of course, we'll leave that poll open. What time is the draw? We believe it's scheduled for 10:15. But, you know, you always take these things with a pinch of salt. Núñez hit the post and has to start on the left. I think he looked more comfortable on the left. He seems to have that little skip, that little step to just drift in. So, yeah, if we're talking about where his best position is, I think tonight was a good indicator that he looks more comfortable on the left. Was Conor Bradley decent tonight? He done okay. I always struggle, if I'm being honest, to really think of the impact of players who come on like 80 minutes or so in a game. I always find it hard to give them a rating, but he's full of energy, Conor Bradley, and he was involved in some attacks we had on the right-hand side. was nice to see Trent get a run in midfield as well when he came on. Hopefully that's a sign of something to come. So the real question I think I want to pose to you guys in the chat was, if you pick 3 players to start in the midfield against Arsenal right now, who are you picking? I would go Trent in the number 6 because I feel like Klopp's teasing us with that. So I'd go, let's do it. Let's go balls out. Trent in the 6, Szoboszlai, Jones. That would be my 3. And I feel like that's hard on Elliott because I feel like he deserves an opportunity. But I think play Trent in the 6. If it looks like we're getting overrun a little bit, if it's not working out, okay, you can maybe put Trent back to right back, take Gomez off, bring Endo on. But I feel like Klopp wants this. I feel like he wants to give Trent that run in the 6 at some point. No VAR, hence offside couldn't be checked. I don't know what that's in relation to for the offside. I thought all the goals were absolutely fine, to be honest with you. The offside decisions that went against us, there was one of them I remember, I think I disagree with. We were onside. When's McAllister coming back? He will be back after Christmas, January probably. Unfortunately, it looks like it's a little bit longer. Trent, Jones, Szoboszlai, Elliott on the right wing, said Albotsky. What? So no Mo? Right, let's have that conversation then, because I want to know how you feel about Mohamed Salah at the minute. Because that cameo appearance from Mo gave us a little bit of everything, right? So you had the ruthless finish for the goal, which was tremendous, but you also had a miss, and you had some misplaced passes, some heavy touches. And I was monitoring the chat because obviously everybody's critical when I say anything about Mo, but I feel like people have questions. I feel like you do. I feel like you've got questions on his form all around. And I think it's open to discussion. So I want to know your thoughts about Salah. Do you think he's in a good vein of form? I want to know Darwin. What are you going to do on Saturday? Do you play Darwin? And I also want to know where you think Cody Gakpo's best position is. Is it through the centre like we've seen tonight? If Jota was available to play Arsenal, would you play Diogo Jota in the middle? Start Nunes against Arsenal. Diaz, Nunes, Salah, said Appendica. Salah can't control, can't pass, but he's a goal threat, so he's got to play, said Vague. Now, I think Salah has got a good vision of a pass, but one pass he's mastered, which is that little slip ball down the side. So he runs inward and then slips a ball down to a runner coming across the edge of the box. He times those passes very well. Forget about form. It'd be dangerous dropping Mo. And again, I'm not suggesting dropping Mo. I'm just reacting to somebody in the chat who gave us their preferred front 3. And another question we could go with is, when Mo does go to the AFCON, do you feel Elliott is the answer on the right? Because I think he's done himself no harm tonight with his performance. When is the draw happening? In the next 10 minutes. And we will stay live to bring it to you, so don't worry about that one. Mo needs rest. Yeah, look, I was surprised at Klopp bringing the likes of Trent and Mo and Lucho off the bench tonight, and Canade. I was surprised. Curtis Jones, by the way, is getting the man of the match from Carabao here on Sky, and very deservedly so. Curtis Jones was exceptional tonight. Yeah, I was shocked that Jurgen did bring them off the bench. I thought maybe just bring the youngsters on because the game was won at that point. Yeah, I'm always nervous when you see players coming off when a game's won like that, and you're bringing on Mo, you're bringing on Diaz. You just hope for no injury, and thankfully we didn't have one. Nunes left, Gakpo centre forward, and Salah just barely right wing, said Cole Smith. Give us your prediction versus Arsenal. I don't want to give that away yet, mate. We're going to be recording that preview tomorrow, so please do check it out. Keep Gakpo as our 9 always, said Daniel Franco. Oh, I don't know, man. Against Arsenal, if Jota's fit, I'd be so tempted. I'd be so tempted to throw Diogo in because he loves a goal against Arsenal. Him feast. On comment, yeah. I think overall he's certainly the greatest African player, in my opinion. 4K in the house. Smash the like button. Make Craig smile, said Colin Brooks. 4,200 now in the chat. So yes, please do hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. But most importantly, we want to know your thoughts. So let us know in the chat. And don't forget, the man of the match poll is open as well for you guys to vote on. What did I think of Harvey? Look, I'm a big Harvey Elliott fan, Wilson. I thought tonight Harvey Elliott was on the money. I thought he was sharp. Look, I want to give a big shout out to 4 people tonight: Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, Darwin Núñez, and Dominic Szoboszlai. Because right from the start of this game, right from the first whistle, those boys set the tempo. Those boys were relentless in their press, right from the off, closing on the keeper, running to hard yards, and really making the rest of the team work. So those 4, for me, really set the tempo and the tone tonight, and I was really pleased to see it. And I think Curtis Jones has to start against Arsenal. Yeah, some people are saying refresh the flag and it was just a spike, because it was a spike. The chat flew up. There's like nearly 5,000 people in the chat right now. So yes, please do just refresh if there was a lag there. Joe Gomez was class, was he? It was okay. I mean, look, it's hard to pick anybody out tonight and say they didn't play well, because it's a great result. And it makes me feel so much more confident going into the weekend now. You know, I was a bit nervous for what Liverpool we were going to see tonight. And we all wanted a reaction from what was a very tepid display against United. And we got it. We got it, and we got it in abundance. Love to everyone, the best community around, said Joe. Thank you, Joe. I would agree with you, mate. Much, much appreciated. Luke, thank you for your super chat. Luke said, start Gakpo on the left, Núñez up top. Diaz has been shite recently, or maybe he just needs a break. Either way, he doesn't deserve to start. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because there are pros and cons to everybody at the minute. And sometimes players do have dips in form. And, you know, I think what's that, 11 games without a goal for Darwin. But he hit the post tonight and was involved in a lot of good stuff. Set up Curtis Jones for his second goal. His first goal when we megged the keeper. Diaz, I wouldn't say he's been shy, but I don't think he's been himself. That's understandable. You know, you got to think everything that's taken its toll on him and his family, what's happened. So you got to give him a bit of a break on that one. Jones should start with Szoboszlai and McAllister. He won't be available, unfortunately, Anthony. Alexis McAllister is off. He's off for till January, which is a shame, because I think we could have done it with him in this period. But the question I started off the stream with is, who would you play in your midfield 3 for the game against Arsenal? Because I'm going to go Trent, Szoboszlai, Jones. Because I feel Jurgen wants to try Trent. I feel he wants to play him there. One shot on target from West Ham. Goal, Kelleher, okay. It's nothing to do with Kelleher. I'm sorry, man. You can't put that on Kelleher. It was no one's fault, really. It was a ball in, and then there was a little tiny ricochet off Jarell Kwanzaa, fell to Bowen. And look, nobody's saving that. It's just a good strike from Jarrod Bowen. No one's saving it. So it's not on Kelleher. I don't feel it's on anybody, really. I just think Kwanzaa got a little bit unlucky. Bowen is class. Yeah, look, I'm a big advocate for Bowen if we lose Salah. I hope tonight maybe showed a few people why I've been so insistent on that. Watch Trent nutmeg Zinchenko again. Oh, tonight was nutmeg central. I mean, Jones' goal had a nutmeg through the keeper's legs. Then we had Gakpo's goal on the edge of the box, had a nutmeg through the defender's legs while he shot. So yeah, nutmegs all over the gaff. Moses' moments, but they're further and further apart. He's getting easier to replace. Sorry, said Soren. Look, I think sometimes, mate, we have to have these adult conversations about players. And you can say what you've said without not loving Mo. Like, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. Father Time doesn't wait for anybody. And we do have to sometimes think about the future. And as I've always said, you know, we've got a tough decision in the summer about what to do with Mo. Endo, Jones, and Dom. I don't think he'll play Gomez at right back, considering he got 90 minutes today. PS, you're doing a great job. Love your shows. Thank you, the detective. Endo, like, I've no problem. If he goes Endo, and who did you suggest there? Endo, Jones, Dom. No issues with that at all, to be honest with you. Endo's done himself no harm whatsoever. I just feel like he wants to play Trent there. And I think he's edging towards that because you've seen against United, brought him on late, put him into that, or excuse me, brought him into that position late in the game. Seen it again previously tonight. We've seen it, I think, in the game before that in the league as well. So I feel like Jurgen wants to do that. And I felt like United, personally, for me, would have been a good game to do that. He didn't do it from the start. But look, tonight, Trent goes into that position and look at the ball he plays through to Mo for his goal. Right from outside his own 18-yard box, one straight ball. Salah times his run lovely from inside his own half and buries it. And they're my favourite goals when we're defending and we turn it into attack like that. Best performance for a while tonight, lad, said old man Digu. 100%, mate. 100%. Right from the off. We were at it from minute one. Everybody was a bit more relieved tonight because we wondered, was Dom a bit leggy? Was he a bit tired? No. Tonight says very much no, he wasn't. He was back to himself tonight. Jones, though, what can you say? You can't leave the kid out after that. Where's Thiago these days? He's getting closer. He's getting closer, Ethan. He's I think he's not too far away now from playing. What's this one? Oh, apparently after the injury to Alaba, Real Madrid a bit interested in Rafael Varane there, United fans, if you're watching. What am I watching the draw on? Sky, mate. Sky. The draw will be on in a moment, so don't worry. We will keep you up to date with the draw. We're not going to let you down on that one. Do you think this was our best performance of the season? Do you know what? I'm going to say yes, because we had this conversation yesterday on a stream, and somebody said to me, Craig, what do you think the best performance has been so far this season? And I went with Aston Villa 3-0, but you know what? I think it's a good show. Tonight, I felt really good watching that right from minute one. Like you can your own team at this point, right? And you know after 10 or 15 minutes what we're going to be like. And we seen it, the effort, the industry tonight. And I'm going to put it down to that press from Soboslai, Jones, Elliott, and Darwin. I thought it was immense. It reminded me of the Lallana, Firmino, Mane, Salah days where we were just relentless in a press. We gave them nothing, chasing down lost balls into the corner, winning throw. It was beautiful. It lifts the soul and it just makes you want to get behind them. And yeah, tonight was the response I think we all needed from Manchester United game on the weekend. Isti said, it seems when Dom has a good game, we play well. When he doesn't, we don't click. Yeah, he was brilliant tonight, wasn't he? Like really phenomenal. But he's not as good as Mason Mount, though. I mean, where did that chat come from? Somebody came in and said, "Oh, Dominic Szoboszlai is worse than Mason Mount. He is in his arse." Oh my god, that's even an embarrassment to compare. Like Mason Mount, has he even played properly yet for United? Is he shown up yet? Come on now. Look at Dominic Szoboszlai's goal tonight. If you haven't seen it yet, you're in for a treat. It was an absolute missile off his foot. I thought it might have taken a nick at first, but nope. It was just a true strike and the ball moved through the air. Final third podcast. I would love a shout out. Love everyone to sub. Yeah, check them out. If you're making content, man, I'm happy to support you. Do check out the Final Third podcast. Thank you for your super chat. And I wish you all the best with your content, sir. That's presumptuous of me. I don't know if you're a lad or a lady, or maybe you've got both on your team. I don't know. But either way, do check out the podcast and thank you for your support. Good question. Goal of the match. I'm going to go for Dom's. For me, Dominic Szoboszlai's goal was the goal of the match. So I'm going to go for Dom's. But I really enjoyed Mo's as well because it came so quickly. I'm watching it right now, actually. A clearance from Trent. And first, I think Mo has to be offside. But then you watch it back and he actually starts from inside his own half and he's just that quick. He's gone. Defenders were nowhere near him. And the finish was calm, composed, cooked it away well. I enjoyed Curtis Jones' second goal as well. Everybody just backed off and the dude kept running and then side foots it in. Good. It was good. We answered a lot of questions tonight. Favorite American football team? I don't have one. I enjoy lots of American football teams. I haven't picked a team yet. To be honest with you, I'm edging towards the Bills, I think. The draw, we're waiting for the draw here, folks. Don't worry. We are at the behest of Sky here, so we will keep you up to date. Over 5K in the chat now. 5,283 people. Thank you for being with us. Only 600 likes, guys. Come on, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And again, shout out to our sponsor, Surfshark. You can get yourselves a fantastic deal of Surfshark for just over €2 per month with up to 6 months free by scanning the QR code or using the code Anfield Agenda, all one word at checkout. As Izzy said, the draw is on Sky Sports shortly, or else I would be updating you. Please be patient. Yes, we're all just waiting for the draw here, and we have to wait for Sky. So, who's your dream number 6? So, I tell you, I'm going to answer the question because today I read something that said Joshua Kimmich is going to be available. Bayern Munich are not going to renew him, and they're going to look to move him on. And I think he's been linked with Manchester City. So I think he could be an option if you wanted to look at somebody. Yes, I get the age profile, but if we're losing Thiago and you want to replace Thiago with another very astute, reasonable signing, I think he could do a lot worse than Joshua Kimmich. Palhinha, we're not in the race for, by the looks of things. Andre, he's agreed, according to reports, he's agreed to deal with Fulham, but there's no fee agreed between Fluminense and Fulham yet. Look, if I could just go out into the world and grab one, I think Camavinga would be amazing, but there's no chance of that happening. What happened to Andre? He's over the Club World Cup at the minute, Alfie, with Fluminense. They're going to take on Manchester City in the final. And as of yet, nobody has got to the 30 million price tag that Fluminense have put on him, so he's still in the market. Hope you have a good Christmas. Love your content. Thank you, and right back to you as well. Thank you. I mean, tonight helped me a lot. You guys came in, and I was scared of this stream. I was worried about it, but you guys were in, supportive, understanding, and I thank you so much for that. What about Tchouaméni? I'd rather Camavinga. If I had to take one of those two gents from Real Madrid, I'd personally go with Camavinga. We're only 300 subscribers away to 232K, and there's 5,600 people in the chat. My friends, if you haven't subscribed, please do. There's an ad break on Sky at the minute, and then they're coming back for the draw. So we will keep you up to date. Just a reminder as well, it's alphabetical order. So Chelsea are ball number 1, Fulham are ball number 2, Middlesbrough ball number 3, Liverpool will be ball number 4. The semi-final is a two-legged affair as well, so keep that in mind. Jones played the full 90 minutes, so I don't think he'll start at the weekend. He's got to, though. I mean, it would feel like a criminal offence not to play Curtis Jones after that. And the energy that we had in the team, I think Jones and Szoboszlai are a must in those two positions. Oh, you're right, Yannick. You are right. It's not an alphabetical order, dude. You're absolutely spot on. You said L comes before M, lad. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I didn't even pay attention. I just assumed that they'd done it that way when it was like Chelsea, Fulham. But yeah, you're right. A, B, D, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Oh, Craig's a moron. Yeah, you're right, mate. When you're right, you're right. Endo is excellent as well. Do the semis get played at Wembley? No. That's what they're home and away legs. This is the last year, by the way, that there is going to be two-legged semis. So as I was saying earlier on, the draw is not done in alphabetical order, despite reports to the contrary. Chelsea will be ball number 1, Fulham will be ball number 2, and everybody knows that L comes before M. So Middlesbrough ball number 3, Liverpool are ball number 4. Elliott played his heart out, and combined with Endo leading central defence, generated a lot of chances for us. Frustrating at times, but great results, said Eddie. I love Elliott. I'm a big fan of his, and I think he's starting to really mature and fit into this squad now and show his worth. He's so efficient in his passing. His counter pressing's amazing, and he's not afraid to have a shot either. I still prefer Nunes as a striker, said Greek Freak. I'd like to see Gakpo on the wing against Arsenal bench Diaz. Do you know what? Tonight, actually, I think I preferred Nunes on the left. Um, I think he looked a bit more comfortable slipping in from the left hand side. Do I prefer getting Chelsea in the semis or the final? Yeah, it's a good question. It is a good question because you know it's going to be a draw, right? Because it's always a draw. Um, doesn't what I prefer. Look, I'm going to be honest. I always want the easiest route possible. So yeah, I'm going to say give us the easiest draw. Give us Middlesbrough, please, and thank you. So Klopp's being interviewed, and then we're going to go to the draw. Don't worry. So Klopp's currently being interviewed by Sky right now. Obviously, Klopp can't be anything but happy after that performance. Gomez, man of the match? No, man of the match was Curtis Jones. It's not even close. Look at the poll. You don't even have to listen to me. Man of the match is definitely Curtis Jones. He got it by Sky and Carabao as well. He was given the man of the match. We've had over, oh wow, this could be the biggest vote we've ever had on the channel, by the way. We've had over 6,000 votes so far, and 71% of the Anfield Agenda audience have voted Curtis Jones their man of the match. We're going to keep that open, see if we can't set a record. I see Fulham beating Chelsea if they're drawn together. Look, Fulham have been quietly going about their business, and they certainly know where the back of the net is. I still can't believe that Everton had a penalty to win that game last night and still found a way to, well, be Everton. And also in the other game, Newcastle were moments away from being through to the semi-final, and then a defensive lapse from Trippier allowed Mudryk to slip in and equalise. So yeah, it's mad. But we're there, and that's all that we wanted, right? We're in the semis, so I think teams are going to be worried about us. Could we do a collab? And thanks for the shout out. Send through the email, mate. To I don't pick out these things anymore. Manager does that for me. So please feel free to send an email through to which email address is the best one for you? Contact at Anfield Agenda or partnerships at AnfieldAgenda.com. Either one. Thoughts on Lacroix? Well, I read today that Wolfsburg were seriously considering allowing him to be sold. So at least if somebody wants Lacroix, it looks like he's going to be available. What did you think of the lack of VAR? Honestly, Eddie, I enjoyed it. I can't lie, mate. I thought the game flowed better, and I thought we got more action. And Whitehammer, one of our regular contributors, said earlier on as well that he preferred it without VAR tonight. And yeah, I think it was better. Also, over 6,000 in the chat right now. And we're only, a couple of hundred away from 232K. So please do hit that subscribe button if it's your first time joining us here on Anfield Agenda. We appreciate your support. We're waiting for the draw to happen here. And don't worry, we're not just glossing over it. As soon as it starts, we'll let you know. Good to see your charming face. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. 100. We only have 100 subscribers to go now, and there's 6,200 people in the chat. So if you haven't yet subscribed, it would mean a lot to us. Thank you. Norway's in the house. Sandra, how are you, my friend? Gravenberger Curtis. Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I feel like Curtis does. Look, I've said one thing on this channel for a long time. If you play well and you deliver, I think you keep the shirt. So Curtis Jones played well and delivered, so I would feel it really harsh if he doesn't get the start. But I'm also delighted that Gravenberg isn't injured and that, he's going to be available. And also, we could have Diogo back. And we know Diogo loves a goal against Arsenal. Craig, I predict you hit 300K in late June. Oh, I very much love that, but I think we're being a bit too optimistic. 250K is the dream for the channel. No rushing when we get there, but that would be a big moment for us. 250,000 would be amazing. So yeah, I've just got a word in my ear that we're closing in again on 232. So while we are waiting to draw, and we will bring it to you, don't worry, we're not just keeping you on the long finger. We're at the behest of Sky here. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. We're closing in on it, and everyone really counts. And again, shout out to our sponsors. But look, I'm as anxious for the draw as you guys are. What about Endo? It's tough. It's tough, man, because Endo did himself no harm either. Jurgen has some good headache selections ahead of the Arsenal game. But I tell you one thing, Arsenal will have noticed that tonight as well. They'll be looking and thinking, if they play like they did against United, they're going to be growing in confidence coming in to the game. And now they're going to be thinking, well, Anfield's going to be bouncing. Liverpool players are going to be full of confidence. And rightly so. And it is set up for an absolutely season-defining potential game against Arsenal on Saturday night. And I am so excited for it. And here we go with the draw. We are finally getting the draw, my friends. So sit back and we will take you through it. A reminder, Chelsea number 1, Fulham number 2, Middlesbrough number 3, Liverpool number 4. We've got the Red Naps doing the draw. So here we go. Strap in. We will let you know who Liverpool get. And again, please do hit that subscribe button while you are waiting. We're less than 50, I think, away at this point from 232,000. So who do you want? Who are we going to get? I'm going to predict before the draw we get Fulham. That's my guess before the draw takes place. So here we go. The Red Naps are ready. Don't do us dirty here, boys. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Don't do me dirty here, Jamie. Here we go. Red Nap. Which is the first ball out? Number 3, Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough, the first name out of the hat. So Middlesbrough will be playing Chelsea. Middlesbrough, Chelsea. So it'll be Liverpool, Fulham. So Middlesbrough get Chelsea, and it'll be Liverpool, Fulham. So I think this means the first leg will be at Anfield. So first leg will be at home. And obviously second leg will be at Craven Cottage. So yes, just to confirm, Liverpool will play the first leg of their semi-final at home to Fulham. And Chelsea and Middlesbrough will be the other game. The first game taking place at the Riverside with the return leg. So what it looks like it's all set up for a Liverpool-Chelsea final. Dare I say it, a repeat. Is it going to be another penalty shootout? Is it going to be more heroics from Kelleher? So there we go. Confirmation. Middlesbrough versus Chelsea and Liverpool versus Fulham. That is your League Cup semi-final. I predicted it. I did say before, I'm guessing that we're going for Fulham. And that's going to be 2 ding-dong affairs. And I'm predicting goals. First one at Anfield. Second one at Craven Cottage. And then, of course, a place at Wembley awaits the winner. So, my friends, before we head off, please do drop a like on the stream. If you're in, the 7,000 in the chat, hit that subscribe button as well. It's been a record for us tonight so far for a post-match show ever. I don't think we've ever seen 7,000. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. It would mean a lot to us. And I'm going to go record my player ratings video, which will be up shortly for you guys as well. Want to say a massive thank you to Ben in the background for his hard work, to Connor for his work, of course, to you guys for tuning in and watching and supporting the channel. It means a lot to us on our journey, and hopefully we can get to 250,000 sooner rather than later. And yeah, we'll see you soon. We've had a record vote as well. Let's just finish that one up. 7,500 votes. And Curtis Jones with 71% of the vote is your Anfield Agenda man of the match. Bruce Barton, thank you for becoming a member, mate, for joining Anfield Agenda FC. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed a happy bunny tonight. So thank you all. Thank you to our sponsor, Surfshark, as well. Don't forget, use the code Anfield Agenda, all one word at checkout, to get yourself that fantastic offer and up to 6 months additional free from our friends at Surfshark. I will see you for the match reaction. And after that, I'll see you tomorrow.